The 2019 Garrett Advancing Motion Sydney Jamboree, presented by Link ECU and Tuner's Edge, returned to Sydney Dragway for an epic day of sport compact and high-tech drag racing and show spectacular. Rain may have moved the event date and pushed back the start time, but it didn't dampen spirits. The date change ended up being a blessing in disguise, with more cars now available to race, including Rod Harvey, whose car was now back from the USA. This led to a massive precision turbo and engine factory extreme class. All of the pro categories were filled to the brim, and top qualifiers in each received the PWR Cash Boost prize of $1,000. Nathan Hagenson was top qualifier in the Toyota Camry with a 6.412. Top qualifier in McKern and Associates Pro Compact was Mario Rahayem in the Toyota Starlet with a 7.091. Bosch Motorsport Pro Turbo saw Daniel Camilleri in the Firebird take out the #1 qualifying spot with a 7.147. Fuel Tech USA IHRA Pro Mod had some monster turbo and blown action, but Blown took the #1 qualifying spot with Danny McDessie running a 6.401. RCE J275 is for cars on a 275 radial tyre and has evolved into a very popular category. Top qualifier was Danny Busbridge in the Tirana with a 7.233. RCE J315 is a similar category but on a larger tyre. Top qualifier was Steve Smith in the Ford Mustang. Hurstville Towing Street 289 saw Moose Sakina qualify #1 in the Wild Wheel Standing RX-7. Napa Auto Parts Modified Compact saw a diverse field of machines battle it out for the #1 spot, which was taken by Nader's King 32 with a 774. Power Seals Modified 10.5 saw Noor El Jamis qualify in the top spot. Maintenance Plus Group All Motor saw David Mills qualify number 1 with an 8.914.
MTQ Street Compact saw Barra Power in number 1, with Aaron Murphy taking the number 1 qualifying spot with a 10.170. Jamboree doesn't just have action on track, but also has plenty of it off track as well. The Traders Alley had plenty to check out along with the open pits. The Shannons Show and Shine also had some cool rides to check out. The Hi-Tec Oils Drifting Exhibition had a new look this year with grandstand and some new obstacles for the boys to drift around and have some fun. Hi-Tec Oils is an official product of Jamboree. Rain in the morning, blistering sun early afternoon, followed by high winds in the afternoon and a cold night meant racers really had to battle the elements at Sydney Jamboree, but the racing was still fierce come eliminations time. In MTQ Street Compact, Aaron Murphy backed up his number 1 qualifying spot, taking the win in the finals. Maintenance Plus Group All Motor saw Matt Rice have to sit at the start line for over 3 seconds before starting his chase. Jason Frost was able to hold on to take the win. Power Seals Modified 10.5 saw Shane Crichton in the Cressida up against Noor El Jamis in the VL. And Jamis took the win. Napa Auto Parts Modified Compact had some fierce action. In round 2, Josh Curry ran an 8.256 in his R32 GTR, making it the quickest manual street GTR in the world.
you feeling?
Over the moon, bro! Over the moon, bro!
The final was between Eddie in the R100 and Daniel Bennett in the RX3, with Daniel taking the win. Hurstville Towing Street 289 saw number 1 qualifier Moose Sakina in the RX7 up against Ross in the RX3, who took the win. In RCE J315, it was a Ford versus Holden final, with Ryan Holes in the Tirana up against Steve Smith in the Mustang. In J275, one of the big highlights was Maria Passos running the first 7-second pass in an IRS Falcon streetcar with a Barra under the hood. The finals saw number 1 qualifier Danny Busbridge take it all the way. Due to rain delaying the start of racing, the pro categories had to forego their final as there simply wasn't enough time to turn the cars around before the track cut off. The winners were determined by the amount of wins and their times in the 2 rounds of racing. In FuelTech USA IHRA Pro Mod, it was all about who could run a 5-second pass. Kelly Betts in the Jet Racing Mustang got her first 5-second run in the first round of racing.
Oh, unreal. She's the best. She's the absolute best. That's a good run. Nice and clean. Good on her. Love it.
With the points calculated, Danny McDessie took the win in the mental 67 Valiant. In Bosch Motorsport Pro Turbo, Jay Sadek was on a mission in the RX3 and took the win. In McKernan Associates Pro Compact, all eyes were on Steve Barnett in the Mazda 6. With a new team and a whole new setup, he came into Sydney Jamboree with 0 testing. On only his 3rd run, he reset his ET and mile-an-hour record for a 13B in Australia and took the win in McKernan Associates Pro Compact.
final, so we're going to go quicker.
Yeah, looks like you're getting the handle of the setup of the car now.
Yeah, this is our first meeting with the clutch, so really happy to, that's a PB for me.
In Precision Turbo Factory Extreme, Rod Harvey was unstoppable, running back-to-back 5-second passes to take the win. The Castrol Edge Workshop Challenge saw workshops from all over the country battle it out. And in the end, Dandy Engines took the win with Promaz as the runner-ups. The Garrett Advancing Motion Sydney Jamboree, presented by Link ECU and Tuner's Edge, once again lived up to its reputation, and now all eyes are on Brisbane Jamboree on the 24th and 25th of August. For more info, entries and tickets, head to the website jamboree.com.au.